It's not essential, but if you do have a little bit of face cream or a drop of essential oil or a nice moisturizer, something with a nice smell, you don't need lots of it, but something you can just rub in the palms of your hands. Maybe you, as you do that, take some deep breaths. So if you've got a scent on your hand, you'll be able to smell that. Okay. I'm going to start with a little face massage. Okay, so you take the flats of your fingertips and starting just at your hairline, we're going to stroke down towards the bridge of the nose. And in my head, I'm thinking 3 times, but you know, you might find you need a few more. We'll do lots of these. It's quite nice, just quite soothing. And you don't need to stop at the bridge of the nose. You can go all the way down to the end of the nose, or you could just palm your eyes a little bit, soothing and smoothing and stroking. Okay. Maybe you'd like to just bathe your eyes for a moment in the palms of your hands. Deep breath. Lovely. So then you take, I'm going to use my middle fingers, you could use your index fingers. I'm going to put them just in the hairline here. This is, you'll sort of find for you where this feels just right, but near the hairline, in the middle, one either side. I'm going to press reasonably hard. So one way to get a hard pressure here is not to push with your fingers, but to sort of let your head tilt forward a little bit. So you're almost holding your head up with your fingers. And we're going to hold the pressure on there for a breath out and then in again. And with the next breath out, you slide outwards from the center around the hairline into the temples, and you do a little circle. Okay, so I said press quite firmly, but also be sensible and be intuitive, okay? So some of you might like firmer pressure and others might like a softer pressure. Be a little bit careful with these points. So the next one, you come from the hairline down, more right into the middle of the forehead. And again, I'm using my middle fingers, index fingers would probably work as well. A little bit of pressure just there, either side of the center. And stay for a breath out. And then in. And as you breathe out, slide again away from the midline and towards the temples. When you get to the temples, you can do a little soft circle. Lovely. And then we're going back to the forehead, lower down now, so more just above the bridge of the nose, again, either side of the midline. A little bit of pressure there, staying as you breathe out, and then in, and sliding again to the temples, and a little circle. Lovely. And we're going to do one more slide to the temples, and this one starts like either side of the bridge of the nose. So you can kind of push up and towards the eyebrows. Bit of pressure like that, staying as you breathe out. And then in, and as you breathe out, you slide your fingers over your eyebrows. And to the temples, and a little circle. And then you could use the flats of all your fingers again and just smooth over the forehead, either from the center out to the sides, or if you like that downward stroking movement from the hairline down to the bridge of the nose, or a little bit of both. So it's more like dissipating the intensity or the pressure. And then the next point is a little lower down. So the last one we were kind of pressing up into the eyebrows. So this one is, if you slide your fingers kind of from that point down your nose, there's almost like a little press here button that's just the right size for your fingers, and they rest there. And we're going to slide from here. Oh, hang on, we'll hold the pressure for a breath out, and then in. And then you're going to slide under the cheekbones, and you just stop about halfway along the cheekbones and push up. So your fingers are pushing up to the underside of the cheekbones. And simply hold the pressure there for another breath or two. You should be able to feel, if you want to just try that one again, because it's a bit awkward. You kind of slide down the nose and then under the cheekbones and up. It's quite tricky to speak when you've done that one. But it's a definite, you feel a little sensation as you push up. And then index or middle fingers, and you come either side of the bottom of the nostrils. And this one is a bit hard to breathe through your nose while you're doing this one, so keep your mouth open. A little bit of pressure here, breathing out and back in. And as you breathe out, you're going to go under the cheekbones again, but this time all the way to the jaw, to the joint, where you can do some circles. And you might kind of wobble your jaw around, loosen that up, or have a little yawn. Great. Okay, and then you're bringing your fingertips to the upper, well, it's not really the upper lip, but above the upper lip. Here, either side, a little bit of pressure. Staying as you breathe out, and then in. And sliding just to the corners of the mouth. And a little pressure there. And then we're going to go under the lips. So I've got a little dimple thing. Just here, under the bottom lip, but above the chin. You can put a pressure there, staying as you breathe out. And in. And as you breathe out, you're going to stroke upwards towards the jaw. And a little circle again for your jaw. You want to open and close your mouth. Quite nice to release your jaw. And then we're going to use thumb and finger. I'm going to use my index finger. You could use your middle finger, I think, to squeeze. So you squeeze your chin. So I'm putting quite a lot of pressure up and underneath with my thumbs, and then pulling down a little with my fingers. So squeeze here for the chin and under the jaw. And then you just keep squeezing along from the center. It's not a stroke. You could try a stroking movement. I find it's more satisfying here just to squeeze, squeeze, until you run out of jaw. And you should be able to find your ears. Give your ears a little squeeze. So you can give them a gentle squeeze, or you can give them a big pull. You can squeeze all the way around to the top of the ears, and then back down again. And then pop the palms of your hands over your ears. I don't know if you can hear me with your hands over your ears, but just a nice deep breath while you're there. Then slide your hands down and place them over your heart, over the center of your chest. One hand on top of the other. And deep breath there, in and out.